Hi guys, I'm back with another video. Today I'm going to be covering 3 projects that look like they could explode in August of 2023. Like and subscribe if you enjoy the content. None of this is financial advice. Let's get into it.
I have a dream, that's all I need. I'll make it happen with some work and belief.
So the first project on my list is Quant. The ticker is QNT. According to CoinMarketCap, Quant is currently ranked 39th among all cryptocurrencies. It's trading at a price point of $110. It has a market cap of 1.3 billion, a max supply of 14.8 million, and a circulating supply of 12 million. That's about 81% in circulation. Now, to put things into perspective, Bitcoin has a max supply of 21 million. Quant being only 14.8 million means it's extremely scarce, as it is just over 2/3 of the supply that Bitcoin has, which means that an individual Quant token someday could be worth a lot of money. Quant reached its all-time high back in the 2021 bull market of $428. It's currently down 74% since then. Quant launched in June of 2018 with the goal of connecting blockchains and networks on a global scale without reducing the efficiency and interoperability of the network. It is the first project to solve the interoperability problem through the creation of the first blockchain operating system, which is the Overledger network. So a lot of people out there see Quant's low supply and they just assume they're trying to be basically another version of Bitcoin. But the reality is that interoperability, basically connecting the entire world economy, is about as big of a use case as you can get in crypto. Now, the founder of Quant is Gilbert Verdian, who many people believe to be one of the most intelligent people in the entire crypto space. He has over 20 years of industry experience in upgrading the security, technology, and business strategies of businesses around the globe in order to achieve tangible results. And he also is responsible for the creation of the ISO standard TC307, which currently has 53 countries working towards it. And it is responsible for the standardization in relation to blockchain and distributed ledger technologies. Quant is also one of 8 cryptocurrencies to be rumored to be ISO 20022 compliant, which is huge because this allows them to integrate within the entire financial sector, working alongside central banks and helping with cross-border payments, which in my opinion makes it very difficult for Quant to fail long-term. Now, when you look at Quant's website, the foundation of the blockchain economy, assets of all kinds from currencies to carbon credits are being tokenized on blockchain. Financial institutions, enterprises, and their customers all benefit from assets whose ownership is immutable, provenance is traceable, and use is easier to manage. Entirely new digital economies are emerging as a result. And one of my favorite parts is our patent pending technology makes this simple, trusted, and future-proof. Their technology is patented. That's huge because you're not going to have a lot of other cryptocurrencies coming out and trying to copy them. They are very unique, which could be a great selling point in the next bull run. Now, I do have other more in-depth videos on Quant, so feel free to check them out and continue doing more research if you're looking to invest. Now, when you look at Quant on the weekly time frame, I previously had drawn Quant in a falling wedge, which break up 68% of the time, and it started to break out. However, since then, it recently broke back down and has been trading sideways for the last couple of weeks. If you look at the stochastics, they're starting to push up and they're getting a little bit high, but that's not the end of the world. They still have plenty of room to keep coming up. And then the RSI is extremely oversold. If you pull a Fibonacci, Quant is currently trading in the golden pocket. Typically, that is a great accumulation zone. So if you do believe in Quant long-term, it might not be a bad time for you to start dollar cost averaging in. The next project on my list is JasmyCoin. The ticker is Jasmy. According to CoinMarketCap, Jasmy is currently ranked 146th among all cryptocurrencies. It's trading at a price point of just under half of a penny. It has a market cap of 188 million, a max supply of 50 billion, and a circulating supply of 48.6 billion. That's about 97% in circulation, which is actually a great thing to see. That means there's not going to be much dilution. Now, before a lot of you guys come out and say Jasmy's a rug pull, I want to clarify. Yes, the price action chart looks really bad, but if you go to market cap, you can see it is not a complete flat line. The reason it looks like a complete flat line on price action is because back when it reached these all-time highs, there was only like 10% of Jasmy coins released, and since then it's practically been fully diluted. So I just urge you to do a little bit more research before you just say it's a rug pull. Jasmy is a cryptocurrency project of a Tokyo-based Internet of Things provider, Jasmy Corporation. As a system, the Internet of Things includes mechanical and digital elements endowed with an identifier and the ability to transmit data. The IoT company Jasmy specializes in buying, selling data, and the Jasmy platform connects 2 categories: service providers and data users. So the mission of Jasmy developers is to create an environment by shaping an infrastructure where users can easily, safely, and smoothly use data. As a result, Jasmy aims to provide its users with a powerful infrastructure, an intuitive interface, and secure environment for storing and sharing data. In the Jasmy space, information can be transformed into personal assets. So basically, Jasmy has a technology that is called a data locker. And the way that it works is an individual can store their data within the locker. And then if a company wants to acquire that individual's data, they then have to pay the individual and Jasmy Corporation. However, the kicker is that Jasmy Jasmy only accepts the Jasmy token, which is always going to give the token utility. But overall, it's just a very unique technology that gives individuals the opportunity to make money off of our own data. Because at the moment, you definitely don't make money off of your data. In fact, companies will just sell your data for a profit. So it just gives power back to the individuals. Now, the cool part is that the individual has the opportunity to accept or reject whether or not they want that company to have their data. So if it's some scammy company, you don't have to give your data away. But if you do choose to, you get paid to do so. It truly is a very fascinating technology. Now, when you look at Jasmy's website, they have their whole company profile listed. And when you actually look at their management team, they have some very well-connected people. For example, the former president and COO of Sony Corporation, and then the former CEO of SonyStyle.com. So just being connected to Sony is huge in general. Naturally, that's going to give a project a lot more credibility. Now, again, similar to Quant, I have a more in-depth video on Jasmy if you want to look into it. Now, when you look at Jasmy on the weekly time frame, as you can see, the stochastics and the RSI are both extremely oversold. If you pull a Fibonacci, you can see it's trading at the 0.5 level. And then you could also argue that Jasmy is starting to form a potential bull flag, which break up 68% of the time, and the measured move would take you to about half of a penny. Now, measured moves do not always play out, but what I do want to point out is Jasmy had an almost textbook M pattern and a double bottom. That shows that Jasmy has a very strong support level at that 0.003 range. So in my opinion, I don't really see Jasmy going much lower than that. So if you do believe in Jasmy long term, it might not be a bad time for you to start dollar cost averaging in. Now, the final project on my list is Morpheus Labs. The ticker is MITX, and this is the only microcap gem on the list. According to CoinMarketCap, Morpheus Labs is currently ranked 983rd among all cryptocurrencies. It's trading at a price point of just over half of a penny. It has a market cap of only 3.7 million, a total supply of 1 billion, and a circulating supply of 699 million. That would be just about 70% in circulation. And when I see Morpheus Labs down 17.5% in the last 24 hours, I see that as an opportunity. And if you look at the daily chart, there was just a massive sell-off. So essentially, Morpheus Labs aims to make it easier for enterprises to adopt blockchain technology while also simplifying Web3 development. Now, I'm also going to point out the markets on Morpheus Labs. So right now, the only major centralized exchange that it's listed on is KuCoin. So that just goes to show that if they get listed on MEXC, Binance, Coinbase, any other major centralized exchange, that could skyrocket their price. Now, when you look at Morpheus Labs' website, enabling Web3 transformation, build and deploy Web3 solutions faster with end-to-end low-code platform, multi-chain and off-chain automation and AI-powered technology. They also have the AI narrative going for them, which I believe will be a huge narrative in the next bull run. Now, just like all the other projects, I'm not going to go super in-depth into Morpheus Labs, but I do have more in-depth videos, so feel free to check them out. But the biggest reason I'm so bullish on Morpheus Labs long-term is because of their partnerships. Again, remember, they only have a $3 million market cap, and they are partnered with Huawei Cloud, Amazon Web Services, Neo, Elrond, which is now MultiversX, another project I'm very bullish on long-term, Chainlink, Polkadot, Conflux, Cloud Hub, Red Block Capital, Nervos, all kinds of enormous connections, which just goes to show that there are a lot of projects that also believe in Morpheus Labs. If they didn't, they wouldn't be partnered with them. So whether or not Morpheus Labs bounces up in the short term, I'm still personally very bullish long-term. Now, when you look at Morpheus Labs' weekly time frame, the stochastics and RSI are both extremely oversold. If you pull a Fibonacci, they are trading significantly beneath the 786, which again is extremely oversold. And then in my last Morpheus Labs video, I had drawn it in a falling wedge, which again break up 68% of the time. And it started to slightly break out, but then broke right back into the pattern. And now you could argue that the pattern is still valid. If it broke up, it would have a measured move at about the 2.5 cent region, which would also be a potential double top. So do watch out for that. But the reality for Morpheus Labs is it has gotten beaten to the ground. So again, if you do believe in it long term, it might not be a bad time for you to start dollar cost averaging in. But that's about all. My top 3 August projects are Quant, which is essentially trying to be the glue for the entire world economy, JasmyCoin, which has a very cool technology in data lockers. You get paid for your own data, and Morpheus Labs, which is a microcap gem that aims to make it easier for enterprises to adopt blockchain technology and simplify Web3 development. And let me know down in the comments, how do you guys feel about these 3 projects? Please consider doing me a favor and hitting that like and subscribe button if you enjoy the content. Thank you guys for watching. Have a great rest of your day.
I'm hitting the ground running, up and coming, ain't nothing, yeah, rookie of the year, I'ma keep it 100, cold-blooded, no budget, from nothing to something, I ain't bluffing, I got a full hand, and a full plan, I ain't gonna stop till I'm at the top, man, every single drop got me feeling awesome, I'm a